So, Elden Ring DLC. Is it finally here? Is it coming? I think so. It's been like, what, five months since the game released? We've gotten a couple of updates. I mean, most of them have been balance updates. You know, some patches to fix some OP weapons and stuff like that. But if I'm right, this is the only story-related, press release. It's not really a press release, but tease that we've ever seen. So if you look here, you can see this big Crucible Knights. Who did the Crucible Knights serve? Little news thing they posted yesterday. So essentially it's got no real value to it. It just says the majority of these powerful warriors serve but one master. Think not of the outlier gone to Volcano Manor. His exception demonstrates the rule. And did you defeat this vigorous knight? So obviously there are a bunch of Crucible Knights in the game. More than a few, scattered around the world. But the one they're talking about, the outlier, the guy that sits or stands by Tanith, in the Volcano Manor, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do jack shit. He just sits there behind Tanith the whole game. Now I do know that if you kill her, her knight does invade you. But I kind of don't want to do that because I feel like her questline most likely continues in some way. But we'll see. Because I have always thought that was a pretty clear opening for a potential DLC. There's a clear quest line there for Tanith that hasn't been completed. You can get those castanets from patches and give them to her, but nothing really happens yet, so that's likely something. And although her knight does invade you, I always kind of felt like, I don't know, it felt like there was something more going on there, and potentially this little teaser might be the beginning of that. So if you haven't collected those castanets yet, you might want to hold on to them. I'm not sure how From Software are going to introduce it. Yeah, because if you do the research, if you look into the previous Souls games, it seems around that time for DLC to be released. Yeah, it seems like most of their DLCs tend to release around 5 or 6 months after the base game. If you look at Dark Souls 2, it released on the 25th or 24th of April 2014, and we got the first DLC, Crown of the Sunken King. We got that on the 22nd of July 2014, so that was a shorter wait, not long at all. If you then look at Dark Souls 3, it released on the 11th of April 2016, and we got our first DLC, Ashes of Ariandel, 24th of October 2016. So realistically, it's around that time, that 5 or 6 month point is around when we tend to get DLCs. So with Elden Ring releasing on the 24th of February this year, it's hitting August. So I would expect to see some kind of, DLC or additional quest, some form of content update. I would expect to see either this month or maybe September. But who knows, development takes time. But that's just what I think. But yeah, that's all the information we have at the moment. There was this unusual leak for a 2023 Elden Ring Barbarians of the Badlands DLC, which, I don't know, could be real. A lot of the last few leaks we've had in the industry have ended up being true. So it's potentially there, but I do think 2023 for the first DLC announcement, that doesn't sound right to me. There's no way From Software aren't planning on releasing something significant between now and Q3 2023. But we'll see. Until then, like, subscribe, do all that bullshit.